All right, hey guys, Jason here. We got another product review for you, and this is actually not it. It's over here coming up in a minute, but I have done reviews on this, which is a jump pack. Okay, this will replace your jumper cables, starts everything. It'll start your car. This one will start a diesel truck as well too. I've done reviews on these jump packs, but this is a beautiful thing I carry all the time. I also did a review on this portable compressor that is amazing because it's battery powered, and you don't have to plug it into the car, run cables, run all the hoses, do all that stuff. These two things are fantastic. Okay, when I did a review on this, the first thing I had said on there after I did it was I wish this combined this. Okay, I wish you could have both of these in the same exact package, one simple compact unit. Well, a company reached out to me and said, hey, we saw your review on that last fit air compressor, and we actually make one with a jump pack on it. So I said, sure, send it to me. So they sent this to me for free to review. I am excited to, and again, is how it works with me for reviewing products. If you see the review, it's because I loved it and because it's really good. I do this part in the beginning, but as I go through and test it and I use it, if I don't like it, I just send it back to the company and you never even see the video. So if you're seeing this, it's because I do like this a lot. So this is what they sent me. Here it is in the box. This is from Auxito. And this is a jump starter with air compressor. I did pull it out once just to charge it so that I can start doing this. But inside here we have our kit. Looks very similar to this, but you can see the size difference. But the size difference being this includes what both of these are. If this holds up to be what I'm expecting it to, it should be pretty amazing having the combination of both of these. So let's take those right out of here. Let's take a look at this thing right here, see what we got in it. It's a very nice case. I like these hard cases a lot. Before we do even, let's look at the box here. I'm going to show this to you so you can see what it says on here. And it says engine start, power bank, LED light, air inflation. It shows what we have in it. It shows the operations and functions that you can see on here as you look at this and you check the box. Tina's doing some fantastic camera work there for me. It says right here, basic parameters, tire size. We'll show all that. I'm trying to see if it's got anything fancy on here. No, you can just show them a quick picture of that or just a quick pan by there so they can see what's on there. Tell them some of the specs. And it's got some of the minor directions, has a light on there too. So we're going to dive into this thing, see what it is. In the box, we have, I like how this is separated, okay? I like the separation of all your stuff and the unit here. We have our instruction manual, which we are going to probably dive into. It's nice, it's compact, and I like that it's got a QR code on it so that we can see. But as you can see in here, it's got some of the features. It's going to give us some of the specs. It's going to show us a little bit of the breakdown, some of the components that we have in here. So it's got some of the stuff that we're after. Again, we'll dive into this. But we have that. We have back here, we have our air hose. We have an air hose, and it's got a locking setup on here too, so that we can lock that and drain air, or for adding the air in. We have our nozzles for our different things if you want to inflate, like your basketballs, things of that nature. You got a little kit with those in there. And then we have our jump pack battery cables. Okay, these are the cables that we'll use to jump your battery. And you have a input cord to charge this with. So you can actually charge this up. When I got this, it was 79% full. And I'll show you a little clip in here. It's cool because it actually tells you what percentage the battery's actually at on this particular unit. It's nice. It shows you 79%. So it's kind of cool than that feature. It does have this as a plug-in on it. So that's a nice feature there too. So we take this guy out. Here is the actual unit right here. Not very big in size. We got our inputs. We got a output, USB output for charging your phone or anything you want to use this for in camp to charge with. You have your input for this to be able to charge this, which you can charge in the car too, I'm assuming. You have your connection right here for overheat. That is for your air hose. That is, I'm assuming that's for your air hose, right? Yeah, that is for your air hose right there. And then on this side over here will be for your pop that plug out here. This is going to be for your jumper cables. Come on, there we go. That's for your jumper cables for your charger will kick in. So we're going to test this thing as a compressor. I do not have a dead battery. I'm not draining and killing there's no way for me to test that this is going to jumpstart a vehicle. So I'm assuming that it's gonna, okay? But I'm not ripping stuff apart and disconnecting things and trying to jump it through the battery or however that would be done. So that I cannot test, but I'm going to take their word for it. It does say on there somewhere what size vehicle it will jump. It was in there. I'll put the description in from the website when I looked this up. But it says it will do all gas, and it will even do some of the diesels as well too. So something to keep in mind. It doesn't say charge time, work noise, operating temp size, charging time, total charging time is 3.5 hours from dead to empty, or from empty to full. But you know, it does not. It doesn't say what it does on this box, but it does, and I will put that information here for you. So anyway, this is our what we have in our kit right here. This is our full setup, and I am excited. If this does what it's supposed to, and this will be a actual tire inflator, which I'm expecting to be good. And then we also have that jump pack option. This replaces 2 of these in your vehicle. Both of these are high quality, top shelf products. I love both of these. This has saved me many times, and this is what I used to start my lawnmower for years, because of the fact that I just didn't need to replace the battery. For using it once a week, I would jump start my John Deere tractor with this all the time. So very handy, and that's been used at least a dozen times. This, like I said, has proven itself phenomenal. I've probably done 30 tires with this thing already, so I love this thing. If this will combine both of them into one kit, this will take the place in Tina's truck as always being there as a one-stop, do everything. So, all right, there you go. Now we're going to take it out and go give it a whirl and see what happens. Stick around. All right, we are outside. We are ready. Got this thing set. We are going to use this. We're going to test this dude out on here, and we're going to give it a shot. So we're going to do the same test we did kind of, for the most part, what we did with the last fit one. We have 35-inch tires on here. These are 35 1150s on a 17-inch rim. So we got a tremendous amount of tire here. Okay, a lot of sidewall, a lot of tire. These are not 18s or 20, 18 or 20-inch rims with little tires. This is a big tire with a lot of massive airflow in there. It is Georgia. It might rain on us again. It just storms just rolled through. You can see everything's still wet. But we are going to give it a whirl. We are going to drain this tire pressure down. We're going to drop it down to, we're going to take this tire down to, same thing we did last time. We're going to 16 PSI. We're going to see if it'll take us from 16 to 37 4 different times for 4 tires. The other one, like I said, would have made that. Would have been right there at it. But that's what we want to find out at anyway. I'm curious if it'll do it. Either way, it's going to be a handy tool, because usually you're not doing 4 35s, but it's going to kind of tell us if it will. Let's see if we can actually deflate this with leaving this hose off and start deflating it. Let's see here. We can. Hang on. So that is going to deflate. We're going to leave that sit there and the hole's empty. Start the car and let the car tell us when we get down to the numbers. So let's start this up and turn the radio down. And we're going to put it on the tire pressure one. Okay, we got to go this way, I think. Yep, right there. So we're dropping that one. See, we're down to 31. We're going to keep right on going down to 16. And then we're going to bring it up and see what happens. Radio down. Unplug our camera for this. So as soon as we get that down to 16, we're going to stop that and start inflating. All right, we are at 16 PSI there, and we have it hooked up right here. We are set. We're going to see what happens. I, like always, did not read the directions on it, so I have no idea, but I'm assuming we're just going to hit this. And we got to probably hold it for a second for the power button. Okay, it's telling us battery is at 100% that you're seeing flashing on there. And let's see what modes we got. That's tire mode. That goes to 36. I'm curious as what else. No, it's 35. Bike mode. That's off-road mode, it looks like, or that's basketball mode. We got car mode, so it's got these little modes up here in the corner. We're going to go back to car mode, and we're going to go up, and we got to go to 37. I just want to see how this works here. Well, we got to go to a minimum of 37 to get that thing to kick in. So there, it says we're at 17 PSI right now. That says we're at 16, so we're going to bump this up to, we're going to go to 18 then, because we need to be at 18, and then how do we hold that? hit enter. There it goes. So we're gonna let it run and see what it does. It says we're at 17. Let's see how long it takes to start chewing here. Like I said, big tires. I'm wondering if this is going to change as we're going. Like I said, oh, there it goes, it's changing. Now it says 18. So it is changing as we're going. Like I said, when I do these, I'm doing them without reading directions. I have not dove into this. I don't know what's going on. You know, like I said, it should be pretty simple, user-friendly. We will read the directions, but it should be simple, and you know, I shouldn't have to get too carried away with this to figure it out. But we will take a peek at all this stuff here for you and get it sorted out once we get rolling. But right now, we're going to see what that's doing. What's it saying? It says 19. What's it saying in the car? 19 in the car, so that's coming good. All right, we'll be back when this is done and see what it did. It's going, we're at 35, but it sure is taking some time. I'll bet we're about 8 or 10 minutes into this. I should have probably tracked that record-wise, but I didn't. But it's definitely taking some time to get there. I doubt we're going to be able to get 4 full tire fills out of this, but I'll bet it on this size tire, you're almost 10 minutes per tire. So just something to keep in mind. It is definitely not as fast as some of the other ones like that last fit, but it does have the capability of jump starting your car, which is the reason we wanted this. It does both. I don't expect it to be the best at anything, but I expect it to do both, which is a key here. But we're at 35. We got to get to at least 37 on here. It says 34 on here. It says 35 on there, so we have it going to 38 on here. But like I said, it's a solid 10. It's going to be a solid 10-minute deal on this size of a tire to inflate one. This size of a tire to go from a 16 psi to a 37 psi is going to be a solid minimum 10-12 minutes per tire. So it's going to take some time, but we're going to see what it's capable of. Like I said, for most people that aren't airing down and blowing up tires all the time, that's okay for it to take some time. Look at the size of that fly. What a beast. Look at him. Where is he going to land at? Oh, he's gone. But anyway, we're letting it chew, still at 35. Like I said, you can see how long it takes just to go over and get that done. You know, it's not very fast. All right, she's at 37, so she should be kicking off when it hits 38. It just turned 37, so you should see it. But like I said, it's taking some time. We'll let it run here and see if it turns off on its own. This tire, so it's got to be putting quite a drain on this battery. I don't think we're going to get 4 full refills out of this. And again, it doesn't have to. We don't need to have 4 full refills out of this. Like I said, that was a bonus to that last fit one, but it is a dedicated compressor only. And that's what we want it to do, is to be able to blow up and air down tires. And it did it good. It just turned off. But this is more of an emergency type piece right here that gives you both. So it gives you the jump pack and it gives you this. It turned off at 38 like it said it was gonna. What do we got on here? This is showing 36 on a dash right there, so we got a little variation here. But let's see now. Let's disconnect this dude, take a look at stuff. Let's see. Pretty warm, but let's pop this. Oh, it better not be okay. It's 0 psi. Bring this over here where we can just stand it here for a second and take a look at it. All right, so let's kill this thing and turn it off. I want it where you can see. Let me get in the shade here somewhere like this where you can see it better. There we go. So let's put it here and let's just turn it off. Now, when we turn it on, let's see what the power is. 90%. 90%. That is impressive. That is very impressive. I was not expecting that. Huge bonus for that. Huge props. 90% after running for 15 minutes. Wow. Wow. All right, so that's very good. Again, as I said, you guys are seeing this first as it happens. Okay, hang on, let me wipe that off. You guys are seeing this first as it happens. This is not me testing all this and then just highlighting the pros and the cons. We're doing this together, real world here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to drain this tire back down. Easiest way for me to do that is to unhook this, unscrew this hose right here, we're just unscrewing the hose so that I don't got to sit here and mess with it. I can just clamp this on and let it drain. So we're going to put this here. We're going to put this on here and fold it over. We're going to let that just drain out. We're going to let it take itself back down to 16, and we are going to repeat the process. We'll time this one because it is still at 90%, so we'll see. So we'll be back in a minute when we get it ready. All right, we got it hooked back up. We are set. Let's go to mode. We want to take this up, and we're going to bring the car one up again to 38. Enter on that. Okay, see we're at 16. We just started it. What is the time? 3:04, give or take. So maybe 3:30, 30 seconds, I don't know, but it's about 3:04. And we're at 16 on there. And now we are going to run this, and we are going to just time it and kind of see how long it goes. Then we'll see what the battery percentage is. But like I said, it's going to take a while. So we'll be back when it's done. We're at 30. You can see in the glare there, we're at 30. What's this saying in here? We are saying 29. That's kind of been standard for it. We are at 3:13, so we are about 10 minutes in right now. We went from, in 10 minutes, we went up 15 PSI. So like I said, it's not super fast. We got 7 more to go, and then we'll check it then. All right, that's saying 37. We got to go to 38. So it should be turning off on its own here pretty quick. And time-wise, like I said, we'll listen for that to turn off, but time-wise, we are at 3:19. So that's been a solid over 15 minutes to go from 16 to 37 PSI. There's 36 on there, which means that that should be turning off. But, you know, and then so we hit 3:20. We'll be 16 minutes in. So like I said, it's not very fast, but I am so excited to see what the battery loss is. Because only losing 90% of running, or only losing 10% to run this first tire we did on this with that, you know, for 15, 16 minutes straight for that to run and only lose 10% of battery, that's pretty impressive. So it's definitely more of a turtle than a rabbit type thing, but it's doing the job really well. I'm excited to see here as soon as it shuts off. Like I said, it is not fast, but it's there it is, turned off. It says 38 on it. You can see on the screen. Does this say still same as last time, 36 on here, but we're there now, and that was 3:20 like we said right there, so about 16 minutes to do. Now let's take this thing here and see, it's warm but not hot. Let's pop that off. Let's go see what our battery, here we can do it right here in the shade, right there where you can see. Let's turn it off, press and hold this for a second to turn it down. Okay, now let's see what kind of battery, because when we did the first tire we were at 90%. 67%. So basically the first time we lost 10%, and that took us down to 90. In this one we basically lost 13%, so still doing not bad, and it did it 2 times. We did 2 times already. So far I'm very impressed with this. It's not fast, but it's doing a job. All right, let me set this up again. We're gonna drain that tire and get ready to try it for the 3rd time. 16 PSI, as you can see there, we are starting the 3rd one. So we're going to come over here, we're going to press and hold it, turn it on, 67% as we saw, and we're going to hit the mode to go to there, and we're going to bring up the car one. We want to bring that up to 38, and then we're going to hit enter to lock it. It's going to kick it on, and we will be back. I'm actually going to turn the car off and let it just do its thing. We are at 3:24, and we are just going to shut the car off. We're going to just close the door. We're going to let it chew for its time, and we'll come back and see how it is. But a nice feature of this is this jump pack. This, you know, the fact that we have the combination of both. So how does this work? So all you're going to do is you're going to pop your hood on your vehicle, okay? I mean, it's so simple to use a jump pack, okay? And this feature on this is nice. We pop our hood here. Hold on, it's going to be a little weird camera angle for a minute. There we go. So let me put my prop rod down. So all you're going to do with this to use this for the jump pack, there's no buttons on here that are needed, no nothing. So you take that jump pack and you're going to plug these into your jump pack. Let me widen you out. Plug these into the jump pack. Then you are going to hook up your negative to your positive. And then within 30 seconds, once you connect these, you want to try starting the vehicle. This is what it said in the manual. 30 seconds, I'm pretty sure a minute. But you want to then connect it and then go try to start the vehicle. If it doesn't start, wait 1 minute and then try it again. But that's what the manual says. But like I said, having this as a jump start for a dead battery pack, as well as a air air compressor, as well as a camp charger, as well as everything in one very simple, very compact little kit like this that you can throw in your trunk of your car, in the back of your truck, under the seat, to have it be jumper cables, to have it be a compressor, to have it be a emergency light if you break down on the side of the road, to have it be a battery backup for your cell phone to charge in camp, to do all this kind of stuff is pretty dang impressive on that little dude. We'll come back and see what it does when it's all when we're done with this this round, and see where we're at. Right now, since we've been doing that, we are at 19. We just hit 20. So we're getting there. We got 17 to go. We'll be back in a few. All right, it should be stopping pretty soon. We're at 37 on there. And car is showing 37 on there. Should be shutting off. We are at 341 from 3. I think we were at 324. So like I said, taking, 17 minutes, is that 18, is that whatever it is, but it's definitely it's taking some time. But again, we are talking about huge tires here. Huge tires. Not the biggest in the world, but I mean, realistically, less than 1% of the population is on a tire this size. Okay, so keep that in mind. If you were doing anything else like car tires, anything like that, I mean, this is cakewalk easy. Even on the 32 and a half that I have on this would be cakewalk easy. Like I said, so I mean, it's doing its job. Now I'm curious to see what percentage we are left at here. So let's pop it off of here, and let's take it here where we can see it in the shade. Let's kill it. Okay, and put it, maybe we can see it better here. I don't know. Let's see, wherever, right there. All right, so we're dead now. Let's turn it on and see what we're at battery-wise. We were at 67. We're at 28%. Okay, so that took 30% for that last one, which means I do not believe it's going to do this tire. It's going to take it all the way down and be able to fill it back up 4 times on this. But let's see what it'll take us to and see what it'll do. Let's we're just going to see. I don't then I got to get out the other one or wait and charge it before I can move it. But we want to see what this will take. I'm kind of trying to figure out what I want to do here, because like I said, if I drain this down to 16 again, it may not get us all the way there. Then I got to go grab the other one, and then I got to set that up, and then I got to use that to fill it up, or I got to wait to charge this one up. I'm not quite sure what I want to do on that, how I want to handle that, if I want to just stop this here or keep right on going with it. All right, I decided not to do it again. We got it set right exactly where I want the pressure at on this. We're down to 28% in that charger, which means that it might have it probably would have been able to take it from like 25 PSI up to 37 PSI, but it wouldn't have probably got all the way through it. It probably wouldn't have been able to do the whole thing, but that's okay, because again, look at the size of these tires. So if you have any vehicle that you have that is not running on big 35s, any other truck or car that you have, this thing will be able to do 4-year tires without fail all day long. If you got a full flat and you patched it and you're plugged it, you'd have no problem. There's nothing that this thing won't do for the average person, and it does it very well. Now it is slow, but it also combines this, which is the beauty of this. If I was carrying just a compressor, would I carry this one versus like that last fit? No, the last fit compressor part is quicker, and they both do about the same amount as far as output on a charge, but that compressor is actually quicker than this. But this has this feature, which makes this a little gold mine. This is now going where that last fit, when I did that one, I said that was going in Tina's to be used in there. Well, now, hang on, of course I got a truck coming by. Okay, anyway, well, so I was carrying that last fit one in Tina's 4Runner. That last fit one is now going to be used for all kinds of things around the house, things like that, because it's so handy. And this is going to go into hers, because we do not have her jump pack that's in hers is pretty old and probably getting to be about pretty shot. So I needed to replace that anyway. This will do both. So this will have the jump pack, which will be able to jump start her car or anybody's car, and I have the compressor option. So this will be going in Tina's 4Runner, and this is exactly what we've been looking for. Having the ability to have both all in one. Actually, 3 different functional features of this that make it key for me. The jump pack, the cord for the hose for being able to fill tires, accurate description, little slow but very accurate and capable, and the fact that it has a right here on this side. The little light I could care less about, but at least there's a light there. So if you are charging if you get a flat tire on the side of the road, you can turn that light on and let it flash as a warning so nobody hits you. That's a beautiful thing there. But the output right here where I can plug in and I can hook my phone up to this and charge my phone when I'm in hunting camps and things like that is a beautiful feature. That's a nice thing. Or even I can take it with me when we go out here on the boat, which I do not have a connection hooked up to there. I do not have like a 12 volt you know, or USB hub or anything like that hooked up to this thing in here where I can charge stuff. But when we go out fishing or we're out hunting for the day, I can throw this in here and use it as an actual pack to charge our phones, plugging a USB hub in there and charge all of our stuff while we're in here. So very functional little tool, very functional little kit. Good prices on it. I'm real happy with it. Like I said, I think it's a win. And you know, this is what makes it a win. This is the beauty. It is like a dual sport motorcycle. It is not the best at anything, but it does everything well enough that it does it all in one nice convenient package. So very, very impressed with the little kit, and I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, thank you for watching.